What are you doing?
You said if I wanted to buy or sell a house in Central Florida that I should follow you.
On social media!
You got a link?
Buying or selling a home, visit celebratingflorida.com or follow me on social media.
Ho, 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 and we're live. Our Facebook
Santa Claus is coming to town.
How long has it been? It feels like a year since I've been on here. Like
I think it has been. It was last Christmas when you were on last. That's
yeah, I honestly feel like it is.
I'm sorry, and who are you again?
No.
Yeah.
My name is Holly. Nice to meet you.
Well, good to meet you again.
It's right here. My name's right here. Here's my name tag.
There you go.
Captain Stanta solo today.
And Captain Christmas, aka
The Apprentice Elf.
Well, did anyone notice the mission on my
Christmas cheer?
Christmas cheer.
Oh, that's cute.
We're all.
Christmas
Why don't I
cheer.
have a Christmas name? I need.
We
to
have
fix
Holly.
that.
What more do you want?
It could be like Holly Jolly or something.
Yes.
Jolly Holly.
You just have to change it. You have to change it yourself.
Yeah.
Don't read what Caleb said out loud, please. Because my speakers are on and there's little ears.
Ah.
No, not. It's still undecided.
Did you get a puppy, Holly?
There are Christmas
I know.
presents in the works potentially here.
Mary is saying you have the
Christmas
power
cheer.
to change your name.
Oh, holidays.
Man, we're already off the rails. This is going to be an off the rails show.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You guys
it's supposed
bring
to be
any
like a
cookies
Christmas
with you?
party. That's off the rails to begin with, right?
Right.
I got a plethora of cookies on my Chewy plate.
Ooh.
brought
I
enough
did
to
not
share.
bring cookies because I have not baked yet, but I did go to
Oh.
Costco and picked up these
That's cute.
gingerbread. They say they're cakes, but they're cupcakes. Yum.
That's really cute.
I have some of the cookies that Monica has baked for Christmas.
Nice.
Nice.
I only made 2 kinds this year. I just don't have time.
Monica's actually made more than this. This is what I can grab quickly to get Frank came on the show.
They are
Yeah, but
not mini cupcakes with what Holly has.
No, mini
No.
cakes. Mini cakes is
Mini
what
cakes.
it's labeled as.
Okay, so who do we have here? Everyone looks so festive,
Yes.
and we
We're
miss you.
trying.
I got my.
shirt.
This is candy canes on my shirt.
Ooh, candy canes.
You look
And my
real.
candy cane shirt.
Like it looks like you have candy canes glued all over your body.
Yeah, I glued candy canes all over my shirt today.
I don't think I have the Christmas lights. I had like the necklace of Christmas lights before, and I think
yeah.
we got rid of those.
Hmm.
Mine were exactly where I dropped them, like 2 feet away from me last year. They're still on my desk. I took them off. I put them down here. I came and sat down
Are
a year later.
are they a little dusty or?
I don't think my house has dust. Actually, we don't have dust in Canada.
No, your cats collect it all.
What?
I'm sorry. Dust was outlawed in 1975 in Canada.
Yeah,
And
yeah, exactly. Oh man. Hey, should we play the?
Hi, Aunt Cindy.
Yeah, look what Mary said. Chris, you're retired. You should have time. No, that is a myth that you have more time on your hands when you retire, because I am way busier than I ever was before.
you have so many more things to do now that you have time to do them all.
Yeah, and I don't have time to do them all. That's
You don't have time to do them all because there's too many.
There's like tea and napping and cleaning the litter box. Oh, busy. Anyways, let's play Where in the World is Victor Naraki?
Where in the world is Victor Naraki?
If I can bring it up. There we go. Okay. The Grand Arts Theater.
Well, he's
Justin
at the
knows.
Grand Arts Theater. Okay, game over, everyone.
Where is the Grand Arts Theater in Walt Disney World?
Oh, now you're going to be tricky.
Yeah.
Hi, Katie.
Hollywood Studios.
Hi, Cindy. Okay, but where in Hollywood Studios is the question? Chris will have to retire from retirement.
That is correct, Jason.
Not that I'm saying. Oh, look at this already.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Back
Yeah.
there by.
Yeah, Caleb got it.
Yeah.
It's funny because everybody sees this sign,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't
But
really
the
associate
Grand
it
Art. Yeah.
with
You concentrate more on the Muppet Vision 3D.
Right.
Really.
yeah.
Well, and it's larger. Look at that.
Yes. But, the color should really draw you to that. But for some reason, you go directly to Muppet Vision 3D. At least I always do.
Well, because that's where you would look for the title of the show that's playing, and that's what you're interested in more so than what's the name of the theater. Also, shouldn't it be Muppet Theater?
Yeah, you'd think it would be Muppet Theater instead of Grand Arts Theater. That's what everybody calls it, right?
It's only playing. You don't name the theater after the show that's being played. You don't change the theater every time you change the show. And it's supposed to show like this is playing Muppet Vision 3D today, but next week it's going to be whatever.
I hope not. What did you hear?
But,
I don't mean in real life. I mean in real life, but not in real life. I don't know.
And
There was a different name for it though.
See, wait, on the TV show, everybody just called it the Muppet Theater.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But there's at least
Justin's going to get all technical.
I'm looking it up now.
There was a different name for the Muppet Theater than the Muppet Theater on the show?
Yes.
Interesting. Oh,
While he's looking that up, I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but did you guys hear that Muppets Mayhem is not going to have a second season?
Yeah, I heard that.
I am so bummed about that.
In episode 106, it was the Benny Vandergraast Memorial Theater.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. Well, why do they call that instead of the Grand Arts Theater then?
Yeah, they should have pulled that in there.
Yeah, that would be a cool
Mhm.
Easter egg.
Yes, it would.
I knew it had a different name. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't expect Muppets Mayhem to really have a second season, I guess. Because I thought it was a fairly self-contained story. I would love to see more adventures with this crew. But I guess I wasn't all that shocked when they're like, yeah, we're not going to do more.
It would have been cool to see them go on tour and meet up with different celebrities, have them opening for them or whatever, or you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
oh yeah, I mean, there's definitely more storytelling potential there, but I guess I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
Hi,
But
Kathy.
anyways, there isn't.
Hi, Kathy. I thought you were going out to dinner. You home already? Oh, it is 9:00, isn't it? Oh my God.
So of course, Where in the World is Victor and the Rockies, brought to you by DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com. If you want to move in or around the Orlando Disney World, Disney parks, Disney, was it the Universal Studios? Victor's their guy.
Universal Studios around there, but no one cares.
Your guy, he'll set you up with a home if you're looking to move. And who doesn't want to move to Florida?
Yeah, and he's definitely the guy to talk to. He knows all about all the properties and how close they are and how quickly you can get from that property to Disney.
Yeah.
Right.
And by what route. So he's definitely the guy to talk to.
So speaking of Florida, I watched a Christmas movie the other day. And I talk about this on the upcoming solo show with Ken. It was called Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny.
What?
Oh my goodness!
I mean, out of names,
are you talking about the one that was like on MST3K or Riff Tracks or both?
Riff Tracks did a thing about it. Yeah. But I watched the original.
You watched it without Riff Tracks? Oh, yeah. I am so sorry.
Gosh, that is the creepiest, weirdest Christmas movie they have ever made. It has to be. It has to be.
Oh, so it's based on like an old theme park.
Yeah, I think Pirate Cove theme park is where it was filmed in.
Yeah,
in Florida.
Yeah,
they only show the theme park for one scene.
Thing. Oh my god!
They only show one scene with the theme park. It has nothing really to do with the theme park. But Santa he's in Florida, and the reindeer get too hot, so they leave, and they leave Santa in Florida. So he has to get free. So he invites all his friends, all the kids, all the children to come and help him. So the children bring all these different animals to try to help him get out of the sand, and none of the animals can pull the sleigh properly, like a gorilla and a pig and a donkey. And then Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn come, and they can't do anything.
What?
Hi, Andrew.
So what he does is he sits the children down and he talks about Jack and the Beanstalk. So now we're watching Jack and the Beanstalk instead of and it showed the entire story of Jack and the Beanstalk throughout.
Okay, I just put in the comments, so for anyone who's interested, the Riff Tracks version of it, because you need Riff Tracks or someone to make fun of this to get.
Well, I was making my own fun of it. Like I was doing my own Riff Tracks. Marcus is going, what are we watching here? Yeah, and the ice cream bunny comes, which by the way has nothing to do with ice cream.
Okay.
He spends 5 minutes every time the children leave.
I have to agree. This is like the most weird, surreal thing I have ever watched in my entire life. And I did watch it all the way through, but only because it was Riff Tracks. Because they had the Riff Tracks people to kind of help me through. They actually did a Riff Tracks live of it using what they an upgraded copy of the film. So they actually had a better quality version than what they had done before with it. And it's like
yeah,
and I use the word quality in huge quotation marks because it's still the same movie no matter what the resolution is.
I want to watch it with the Riff Tracks is Holly. It's kind of like Mystery Science Theater 2000 where the guys sit and they make fun of the movie while they're watching it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do that on my
Basically,
own. I don't
the
need
guys that
extra.
had
I make
been
my
You don't
own
on
need
jokes.
any assistance.
Right.
I don't need any assistance. I make my own jokes.
You know, I used to be in that sort of camp where it's like I could watch a movie and I'm like, I'm going to get through this. No movie is going to beat me. And now I'm like, you know what? If I'm really not enjoying it, I'm just turning it off or finding a riff tracks or something that kind of help me get through, because it's like
the other
life
one
is
you got to
too
watch.
short to not enjoy a movie.
The other one is The Christmas Martian. That's the other one you got to watch. It's a Canadian-made movie, 1972. And I think, or 1971,
Martian.
I think.
I'm not even
One
familiar.
is 71, one is 72.
Hmm.
Early 70s, both of them. But
Sounds
yeah, The
great.
Christmas Martian is insane. It's absolutely insane.
I
Just obscure
will have to
X-Men
look that one
movie.
up because I'm not familiar with that one.
Right?
Okay, so actually, Jason, that is our topic on Solo Show. This coming up this Thursday is obscure Christmas movies. Yeah. I have too much time on my hands.
No,
I don't
he
have
really
enough
doesn't.
I don't have enough time because I want more bad time to watch bad movies. The worst Christmas specials
More
I've ever
time to do these things than other people do, I think.
Riverside Street Kids, I believe in Santa, 1991 film. Okay, I got to watch
Never
this
heard
one.
of that.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hello, Carolyn. Merry Christmas. So speaking of, the other thing I like to do is I like to watch old commercials. So I found this old commercial. Everyone's familiar with the Coca-Cola "I'd like to teach the world to sing," but I found a different version that has a Disney
They did have
connection.
several versions. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this one has a Disney connection. So it's
Okay.
only 30 seconds. Here, listen to this.
I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. That's the song I sing. I'd like to teach the world what the world wants today. Coca-Cola. I'd like to buy the world a Coke. That's the song I sing.
So I thought that was kind of weird. Like they didn't recognize at all that they had the Disney characters in it. They just were there. Like
They were just there.
It was very subtle. You had to look in the background. Really, no.
well, no,
singer.
it was like Merry Christmas from your Coca-Cola bottlers, and nothing from Disney. Like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even the Disney
That's
name
Disney's
anywhere.
contribution for Coca-Cola donating all the Coca-Cola products.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they don't donate, but you know,
Yeah.
you know, it really could be part of like some sponsorship deal, though.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, Carolyn remembers that commercial. Like I remember the original one, the original Coca-Cola commercial with that, and then they do one where they formed a Christmas tree with candles, and they were all holding candles.
I just remember that there were a lot of different ones. There were
but I don't remember that Disney one at all.
No, I don't either.
Yeah,
I don't remember that one specifically, but I mean, I watched so much TV back then. I can't be expected to remember every single commercial I ever saw.
The Polar Bear Coke commercials, yes, they're super. They were really popular.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I have a polar bear ornament that I got at the Coca-Cola store in Disney Springs.
Well, Ken has that big cardboard cutout of the Coca-Cola polar bear that he always has.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, because Ken collects Coca-Cola items. So, anyways, do we want to do the what is it called? Disney detail?
Yes.
Disney, yeah. Let's do that.
Let's do the MEI in the details. So those of us that have been to Walt Disney World at Christmas are familiar with this giant-sized cookie at Toy Story Land.
He's so cute.
Yes. I don't know if I want a ham cookie though, but okay.
I don't think it's supposed to taste like ham.
It doesn't taste like ham. Okay.
No.
Oh well,
It's like
I'm totally
sugar.
out then.
It's a
Have you
sugar
ever looked?
pig.
Have you ever looked at the back of the cookie?
No.
No, it's facing the other side. You see, I'm not over by the fence. I'd have to get around like on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, yeah. So I will see if anybody here in the chat knows what's on the back. We have a homemade video copy of Rudolph that has the 7-Up Dots commercial. A homemade video copy of Rudolph.
So Rudolph the
okay.
Red-Nosed
So you take
Reindeer,
it
the
from
old
the
Lincoln
television?
Bass.
Yeah.
motion
I love watching
plastic.
old television commercials are one of the things I just love. And speaking of details, here's that detail of the foot here in the.
I love that. I love that they have the footprints.
Oh, I've never
there.
seen that before.
Yeah.
You never seen the
Yeah,
footprint?
there's multiple footprints. If you look down, it's like
Andy's tennis
giant footprints. That's basically supposed to be Andy's footprints as he's walking through.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Santa ham, the cookie piggy bank.
So are we gonna see the back of this cookie?
Yeah, I guess I'll show the back. I also like the plug that he has here. Ham has it. Because he's a piggy bank, he has that plug. So the back of the cookie is actually being held up because otherwise it would fall over because it's just a cookie, right? It needs something to prop it up. He's held up by one of the Green Army men.
Oh,
I thought that was the coolest little detail that they put in
so
there because they could have
cute.
just had the cookie standing there, right, or leaning.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they made this Green Army man to hold up ham.
Did you take these photos?
That is an awesome detail because how many people are going to look behind
That's
that?
what I'm saying. Where'd you get this photo?
I took this photo, and then this one I found.
So how did you know that the Green Army Man was behind there?
Because I look for details online all week long, trying to
Okay.
find something for them.
Yeah, I would never go behind there.
But next time I go, I'm going behind there.
Yeah.
Tim knows this
That's
because
cute.
he is dedicated to his craft.
Yeah.
His craft being looking up Disney details.
Yeah.
So there we go. So so Lily's saying, yeah, that's so cool.
Yep, it is.
That is a cool one. I thought that was really cool. I want to take my boys next Christmas. Yeah. Clever. Yeah. So I thought that was a really cool, Disney detail.
So I was just looking up online. The Christmas Martian Riff Tracks is doing that now. It looks like this year. They just put a trailer 3 days ago.
So if you decide to watch the Christmas Martian, just keep in mind that this is my wife's all-time favorite Christmas movie from when she was a kid.
Really?
I've never heard of it growing up, but she watched it every Christmas without fail, and she, for some reason, still wants to watch it every year. It is.
I really need to look this one up now. I really have to find this.
Yeah. So the MEI and Disney detail was brought to you by MEItravel.com and mousefantravel.com. So if you're looking,
and if you are going anywhere, especially anywhere Disney or Disney, Disney Cruise, Adventures by Disney, or any of the Disney parks, but anywhere else as well, they can help you out. It's free to use their service, and they will absolutely do a great job coordinating everything you need to have done to make your vacation go as smoothly as possible. So check them out, call them up, use their service. It's fantastic.
Exactly.
And it's free.
Yeah, it's free to you. I will have to look next Christmas when I go. I want to. Someone please go and take a picture of that Army man and send it to me because I want to see. Other than just one online. I mean, picture's a picture, right?
We'll send Jason out.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is he there every day now?
Well, he has to get off Tower of Terror to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is true.
Yeah. And then I'll bring this one up first. Whoop. There it is. So, who can guess? Okay, I know it's Santa Claus. Who's the little girl?
Santa looks like he has I have a rug that looks like that in my bathroom.
His beard?
Yeah, it's a beard.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, he was pretty young back then, so
Yeah,
that's how
yeah.
he took
It was
time
nice
to,
and smooth.
yeah. Look at this already.
Yeah. Yes, see, she knows how old this picture is. So I'm the only person that it could be.
Okay, so where are you? Because look at the car in the background. Like, are you in a parking lot?
No.
Or is that a window?
I think that was a window. I'm pretty sure that this was a car dealership that my dad worked at.
Oh,
okay. And they had a Santa there, and he took me and visited Santa. So
and
this
they had to
was
wear
19,
his hat like Justin.
This was 1962.
Wow.
Yeah.
At least you're not crying.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I was old enough that I didn't have to cry anymore.
That's cute.
One.
And
the tinsel. The
yes.
tinsel.
Look at that tinsel job, though.
Yeah.
My dad was meticulous about tinsel. He put one strand on at a time.
I just have to say, you look adorable in that picture. That has got to be the most adorable picture I've ever seen of you.
That was a chair I got for Christmas, a rocking chair.
So I remember putting up the tinsel. Chris Barry remembers it as well.
Mm-hmm. This was 1960. So I was going on 3.
So my thought was to throw it and just let it come. But, yeah, but my mom did not like that idea at all.
No.
So she would be barking at us from the couch.
Lily says her dad was the same way with
one at a time, one at a time. But you know, when you're 8, 9, 10 years old, you don't have patience for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours later.
That's what Christmas looked like in the olden days.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I see some Fisher Price people in the background there. That's awesome.
Something like that. I think I don't quite think.
Yeah, they're
it was
little
Fisher
wooden
Price,
ones.
But
huh?
Yeah,
it was like
the
a little
wooden
bus or something. I don't know.
But it looks like the little Fisher Price, or at least that same kind of design.
But you see and there's actually a couple of them on the tree. It's a little bunny. Yeah. And there's another one there.
That's the ice cream bunny.
Those they were pink.
Yeah.
And they were handmade by somebody that my mom was friends with. And they were all sewn along the edges and they were stuffed. So they were like puffy, but they had like sequins for the eyes and little different things on them. They were so cute. I wish I still had them. I think they probably disintegrated though.
Cindy says she has a whole box of unopened tinsel.
Oh boy.
I tried tinsel a couple years ago and I was like, no. I don't like it.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So messy.
The question is, Cindy, does it have the price tag on it still? Because I'd be curious to know. Because I look at all these vintage ornaments for sale, and it's like a 24 box for 25 cents. You know? So yeah, I'm always curious to see, and that's something that's always neat is to see the prices. My uncle always had the big bubble lights. I thought they were the coolest lights. I don't remember the bubble. I mean, I've seen them now.
I remember these lights that that would have like this bubble, like it was like it's heated from the bottom. It was almost like almost like a little lava lamp.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's a light for the tree. I remember those things.
Yeah, we never had.
I think that's thinking back now, I'm like, that has got to be the most dangerous thing ever. How did people put this stuff on their tree?
Well, it's like those big
putting candles on the tree were probably safer than these things.
The big old light bulbs, that were like this big, and they got so hot that it's a wonder that they didn't set our tree on fire.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you'd have like the real trees, and then you'd have like these super hot lights, and those trees would get dried out because I mean, Does everyone really remember to give them enough water? No, they do not. So these things will go up. I mean, literally like Tinder in a heartbeat.
Kind of like Clark Griswold's tree on Christmas Vacation.
I'm like, how did people survive Christmas?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Oh.
Well, we have my mom had one of those foil trees.
Mm-hmm.
And all the branches are the same length, and the pole is cut at the angles to determine the shape of the tree. Every single year I still put it up. I absolutely love my foil tree. I put it up in the
silver?
It's silver, yeah. It's silver aluminum, and I don't. Yeah, I have lights shining on it.
We have.
I'll send you. I'll post a video in the Disney Friends.
Okay.
Of my tree. I have it up right now. It's I got lights shining on it, and they change color. Back in the day, they used to have a color wheel. The wheel would spin, and the light would shine, and there'd be 4 different colors on the wheel, and that would make the tree light up.
Yep. I had a friend who her mom had that tree.
Mm-hmm. And they go for about $200 now on different websites and that, the original old ones.
Speaking of trees, can I show this?
I do too. Kmart was so good.
Yeah.
Did you make that?
I did.
That's
cute. That's super nice.
I made this a long time ago. I didn't date it, but my aunt and uncle lived, or she still lives in South Carolina, but all of these pine cones came from Hilton Head. And she sent me an entire box of pine cones. And she says, I know you're crafty. Do something.
Make something. Good job.
So I did. I made this, and I made a wreath. So I had...
if I want pine cones, I'll just go in my backyard.
Cut wood for the back and then just glued them on. Now, literally, this is 41 years old.
Get out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And it's still nothing is coming off of this thing. Yeah. I mean, you would think that they would have.
That was probably Elmer's glue back then.
Good craftsmanship now, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. So that was actually one that I had made. I made several. And that was one that I made for my mom. And when she passed away, I got it back.
This is how we survived the bubble lights. The same way we survived riding in cars with our mom's arms and
right.
Yeah. That's funny.
Do I have the color wheel? No, I don't have the color wheel, but I have lights that change colors, like LEDs, lights that like are spotlights, and they change colors, and that lights up the. I have 2 of them, and it changes the colors.
See, we have an artificial tree that we've had for well over 15 years. I know, probably getting close to 20. And I mean, it's falling apart. It's literally, I mean, it's one thing when we have like the little pine needles falling off, we're having actual bits of it fall off now. So it's like, we really need to get a new one. But the thing is, it's like, these things were expensive. We managed to get a really good deal like 15, 20 years ago on clearance, and we got a really good deal on it. And I'm like, I don't even want to know how much it's going to cost to replace this thing
after
now.
Christmas when they got the 50, 60, and 70% off sales. Exactly. That's when I got mine.
But it's like, if I can find anything here.
Yeah. I got mine on Amazon.
We were like in the Twin Cities then.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're in like the middle of nowheresville, North Dakota.
Well, Michael's should have, or
I don't have a Michael's in town.
You don't have a Michael's
in town. The problem is that it's not. They're out of it.
Yeah.
By day after Christmas, they're out of it now. Yeah. They're out of it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Jason's surprised that Holly doesn't have one of those metal trees. Holly, are you giving us a tour? Is that what you got that going here?
Yeah, I was just gonna show you. I'm trying to figure out. Okay,
well, here, I'll take
metal.
Yeah, I do love that the whole thing with Charlie Brown Christmas Special. They talk about the aluminum trees, and people are like, "That was so big." And it's like, It's real. It's a real thing.
And I swear that's what killed the aluminum tree was the Charlie Brown Christmas special. Because they sold very, very well up until the Charlie Brown Christmas special came out. And everyone's like, well, can't have a aluminum tree.
Can't do that now.
Yeah. Okay, so Holly, you gonna give us a tour? Is that what we're doing here?
Well, we have no sound and
so we can't hear you.
You're on mute, so
your mute is mic'd.
Can I forcibly unmute her? Can I?
No.
I tried already. Well, that's
it's
your
so hard to figure this out.
There we
go.
Okay, we can
now
hear you.
We can hear you.
But what is this called? What is this tree called? So it's one of these
fiber optic.
Oh, fiber optic.
That's a fiber optic tree, yeah.
So it's a silver one in the bathroom.
Hey, someone turn on the lights. Oh,
it's in the bathroom.
Yeah. So, this is the downstairs bathroom. There's like a C1 here. Like a beach.
Well, if she's gonna have that many trees, I mean, she has to kind of put them everywhere.
And have a couple in the three in one bathroom.
Oh.
And then the living room. So we had to get a live tree.
You gotta turn your phone the other way if you can.
Oh yeah, sorry.
There we go. That's better.
Hold on. I gotta turn my noise up over here.
Jeez.
Okay, and then this is the big.
And how much? And how much are you selling that one for? Because obviously this is the store you're in.
I think it's going in the trash after Christmas this year.
What?
Yeah, it's like.
Well, look at it. It looks terrible. It's just it's the worst thing ever.
And then, so Santa here scares me all the time because it's like a man just standing there. And then
so what we need to do is we need to put a motion sensor in there and have him like start saying things as you walk by.
So terrifying. Okay, so anyway, so we just got this live tree, but the lights are terrible because we already put everything away. So I just had to get whatever lights I had. And then we have these up here.
See, and this is why Holly starts decorating for Christmas before Halloween.
Exactly. And then so that new.
I think when the kids go trick or treating is when she starts. When they're
it's totally true.
No, it's when they start picking out costumes is when she starts.
Steve was saying Mary has a tree in the bathtub. Caleb's saying Mary has a tree in the bathtub, and then she said she's going to get another tree. And I asked her, "Are you going to put that one in the toilet?"
So it's so funny because when Mary first met me, and I think the first year, she talked so much trash on me for having so many trees. And now look at her. She's almost caught up to me.
Wowzers.
And then
I like the gingerbread man. That's nice. We have a lot of like snowmen here.
I used to do snowmen. That was my thing too. I used to do snowmen, and then sorry, my kitchen's messy, but here's our little.
But gingerbread men, that's a nice idea as well.
And then I started collecting cookie jars.
Why wouldn't you?
And then
she didn't bring any cookies, but she has a bunch of cookie jars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Stan can't give you too much grief because he collects salt and pepper shakers that look like trash cans.
Right.
Hello.
She's back.
So, where was everybody? There we go. You're muted, Holly.
Each kid has a tree in their own room as well. And then there's a couple
they get
out on the
decorations
front.
for their own tree.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So here's a picture of Holly's living room that isn't shaking. Now, I kind of think you went a little bit too far, though, when you had Elton John there playing Christmas carols. That might have been just a little bit too much.
You know, it was only for the one night.
Yeah, it's his annual tradition.
And he offered, right?
Yeah, we're gonna tell him no. Come on now.
I don't know. I like the 342 trees is fine, but I don't know. Like, hiring Elton John to come down and play Christmas carols was kind of over the
I would
top.
think the more difficult part of that is getting the grand piano in there.
Oh, we're just bring it down from downstairs.
Oh, okay.
So Steve is saying that Mary now has a tree in every room except for the front bedroom upstairs.
See, I wish I could go back to all my messages of her saying that's ridiculous, you're crazy, and now look at her. It cracks me up.
As Carolyn is saying, you should call it Woods Family Forest.
Oh.
And where is Goofy? Mary's asking.
He's over here.
She has Goofy. She's like, all right, yeah, right over here.
Well, there's
my
Goofy.
cookie jar that Mary sent me, and then I just add a Santa hat on it.
Mary is saying it's like a virus. This Christmas decorating.
It spreads.
That's funny.
Spread. Well, you know what?
I had a Christmas tree in here in the office last year, but because this is where the cats sleep at night, I'm like, I don't think I want to put that tree in here.
Well, even I got 2 trees this year. Like,
but
I haven't had a tree for years. I mean, I put the foil one up. Once when the cats started climbing, I stopped putting the foil one up. But now we have 2 trees this year. So,
but it's so funny. My cats don't even pay attention to my tree.
Yeah, that's
they just walk right by it. It's like it's not even there.
Yeah,
they go and lay under it, but they don't do anything to it. And
that's good.
It's awesome because I was like really petrified because I'm thinking, oh great. Spooky used to live outside. She used to climb trees, so she's gonna try to climb my Christmas tree. But she doesn't pay any more attention to it than the kittens do. So
do cats climb trees? I mean,
yes,
wow,
they do.
It just seems like something that shouldn't be a normal cat behavior.
Oh, they do. They definitely do.
Now I know I showed you
because I think of like lions as being giant cats, and they're or tigers, and they're like all they do is they just lay around. They'll like lions will just find a big rock and lay on top of the rock.
What's
one of my coworkers gave this to me,
and I still want to point out, like, okay, right over here. The
are you familiar with these things?
Wait, hold on. Justin's talking.
Oh, sorry, Justin.
Sorry. No, I was just pointing out that this is the picture that Chris gave me. I still have it here. Yes. I still love it.
Kathy, you're killing me.
Yeah, what's up with that, Kathy? Come on, get with the program.
Don't even have the tree up yet. Yeah, we put our tree up before Thanksgiving this year, just because we were looking ahead at like what our schedule is going to be like, and we're like, we can't wait until after Thanksgiving like we usually do. Mm-hmm. It's going to have to be up ahead of time, or it's not going to happen at all.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, we put ours up a week before.
Well, and even then, I mean, like doing our tree. I mean, it's like we just have the one. Well, we have 2 trees, but we have the one big tree. Well, we have 3 trees. We have the one big tree.
What about the people? Okay, so Catherine doesn't have her tree up. How about other people? Like, when do you put up your tree? I know, like, I think for Americans, it's traditional after Thanksgiving. Yes, no?
Mm-hmm. It used to be.
For the most part, yeah.
It used to be. And then, because I used to be like that too. And then I realized I liked having my trees up. Who cares when I put it up? Mm-hmm. You know, so and even now I can't believe it's already Christmas this weekend because I take it down by the 26th. Everything's down, so I can't believe it's already time to take all this down. Like, that's crazy, and I've had it up since November 1st. So,
you know, my thing this year is that I'm looking around. I can't believe it's Christmas because there isn't snow on the ground.
Oh,
I mean, there's a little bit.
Yeah, we got a little bit.
There's a bit in my backyard that's like completely bare, no snow, like around my shed and stuff. And I'm like, that never happens.
I have snow here.
I mean, so we have some snow, but it's like nowhere near.
I had a former friend who they did not put their tree up until Christmas Eve.
I've heard of people that do that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So Jason says they put theirs up the weekend of Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah, Lily says I had my grandkids decorate our tree the week after Thanksgiving. Before COVID, Mary would not decorate until after Thanksgiving. During COVID, she started November 1st.
I think Mary's right. Because COVID, we were bored, we were sad. So we started decorating. That's when I started decorating, I believe, the 1st. Because I don't know when I used to, honestly, I don't know when it changed, and maybe that was it, but I feel like I've been doing it longer than 3 years, but maybe. But yeah, I think you're right, Mary.
I'm hoping after Disney undecorates
I was still going to work exactly the same all the time, all the way through. I don't know.
See, that was Mary's tradition, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
COVID made it okay. Catherine said, I'm too busy preparing for multiple Christmas masses, creating parts for the string trio, rehashing as a trumpeter, florist, soloist, choir, practicing organ, piano, doing weddings and funerals.
Well, you have
time for a tree.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mary says, I remember the UPS man said you skipped Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because when you open my front door is right here.
Oh, right.
And when I got a delivery, I opened the door and he sees the tree and he's like, oh, okay.
See, in Canada, it's kind of like bad form to do it before Remembrance Day. So it seems like after November 12th is when people kind of do it. But anyways, I wanted to show these. I showed these last year. I absolutely love them. They're vintage, very, very vintage. And they're the three.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow.
That's like
the three little pigs.
The 3 little pigs and the wolf.
Wait,
yeah.
But what is that?
So, yes, I was going to ask, anybody know what they are? Because I know what they are.
Are they light covers?
Yeah, they go on Christmas lights.
Okay.
You put your Christmas lights in here and they glow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and she gave me a big, huge bag full of them because of these Disney ones in particular.
Who did you get those from?
A coworker of mine gave them to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So here's another 3 little pigs one. With the Christmas
and why
tree.
haven't you put them on the tree?
Because I'm an idiot. That's why. I really want to. No, I really want to.
Go with the obvious answer.
I think I'm going to do it right after the show.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go and put them on the tree.
I was going to say, well, maybe the lights are different size or something.
Do you know how old those are, Stan?
No, I don't. I'd like to find out more about them.
I should probably try to find out more about them and make sure, see if they're like
so these ones are,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So there's like Popeye ones and Oldest.
So what are they made out of? Plastic or?
Plastic, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, and then I guess they tried putting them on lights that get too warm and they kind of melted a little bit. Some of them.
Wow.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Is like,
I was just saying, like what? Just
don't put them on the bubble lights.
LED lights. LED lights don't get hot.
The LED lights are really cool.
Yeah.
So this is just like a generic with a train.
Don't give him that much credit, Steve. He just put him. He didn't put him on because he's an idiot. Not because of the cats.
Well, honestly, that's why I never put them on in the past because of the cats.
Sure.
But this year, Stella seems to be a bit more mature and she hasn't tried climbing the tree. So we have like 4 ornaments on our tree already. Like, how many are you supposed to put on?
I don't know. I think I have probably 400 on my tree, and I only put half of my ornaments on.
Yeah, I got boxes and boxes of ornaments, but I never.
My tree is probably 90% Disney this year, just because, for the most part, the Hallmark ornaments don't break. They're either resin or something else. So
I don't know. I'd break, but
yeah, we have like the one little alcove. It's a small tree. So we have a small tree that we just have Disney ornaments on, specifically, Mickey. Primarily Mickey ornaments. And then our big tree, we have a lot of different ornaments, a lot of from our travels, but also a lot of just various Disney things, so like Mickey and Minnie and Winnie the Pooh and Peanuts and Tigger and all of these things that we just enjoy.
Yeah.
And then downstairs we have a tree that is just precious moments.
So you got bitten by the virus also, I see.
Yeah.
Because you got all sorts of trees. Does everyone have themes, or is it just like a mishmash? Like Chris, you said yours is mostly Disney.
Every one of my trees is a theme.
So yeah, we have those two. We have the one that's precious moments, and we have one that is mostly Mickey, and then the other one is just our general mishmash of everything.
Okay. Marcus was telling me she was a little girl. She came home from school one day, and I guess her mom put up the tree and decorated it, but she went out and bought the entire tree was apples.
Oh wow!
She bought a bunch of she was so mad that one, she didn't get to decorate the tree, and two, it was apples.
Real apples? Real
like
apples?
No, plastic apples.
Oh, plastic apples. I was going to say real apples. You go pick one
That
every
tree,
day.
you know that tree that I found on the side of the freeway?
Like real popcorn.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a valid question.
Right.
That tree we found on the side of the freeway, which we actually didn't even put that tree up. It's already decorated. It's in the garage. I totally forgot about it till this
Oh,
moment.
jeez.
That has apples on it. It has Santa Claus's skin, and then it has apples. But you just reminded me about that tree. Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah, that apple tree.
Totally forgot about that. Fully.
Well, you need one in the
tree.
garage.
Yeah. I have one on my front porch. That's a 5-foot tree. And what I'm thinking about doing is getting like a 4-foot tree and putting it on a table and put my glass ornaments on that next year so it won't be on the ground. The cats won't jump up on the table. So hopefully they won't get broken.
Yeah.
They're probably more likely to jump on the table than the tree. Because if they're the type of cats that leave trees alone, they'll leave them alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a guy had a lot of cats, and Stella's the only one I've ever had that climbed the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin's saying, I remember that story. Holly, quickly, what was the story with the one you found in the ditch? Because I tell people at work about it, and I'm sure I'm telling it wrong.
We were driving on the freeway. We're headed to San Diego, and Monroe, we had like a little porta potty in our car because she frequently needed to use the restroom. This was a couple years ago, and we pulled off the side of the freeway to let her use the little potty. And there was a huge box right there where we pulled off the side of the freeway. And Chris says, "What is that?" I said, "I don't know. It's like trash or whatever." But then we got a little bit closer and we read on it. It said something about a Christmas tree, pre-decorated Christmas tree. And I said, "A Christmas tree? What?" So I go over, I lift the lid because it was fully contained, fully covered. Like how big was this? The 8-foot tree or something? And
oh my gosh.
In like it's fully put together. And so we pull the top off the box and it's brand new, perfect condition, an 8-foot fully decorated gorgeous tree just on the side of the freeway sitting there like, "Holy, take me." So, and of course we're not in my car because I have an SUV. We're in Chris's like commuter car, the smaller car. So I wish somebody was like recording us trying to stuff trying to stuff this 8-foot
that sounds like YouTube gold right there.
Monroe, you're walking home.
Yeah, with like 2 kids in the back, like it was crazy. But I said, I feel bad for whoever lost this tree. It was just, I don't know, like, because it wasn't like on the freeway, it was on an exit. So I have no idea how it ended up right there. And yeah, I looked up the name and it was like from like Washington, this tree company where you order them and they come where the ornaments are actually attached to all the branches. And it was like a $1,500 tree or something. And I said, well, it couldn't have gone to a better home, except now I forgot about it this year.
Poor thing is sitting in the garage. Wasting away.
Saying, her tree is not themed. She has an ornament collection where I get one every year. Each one is very meaningful.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
Mary
do
has
that.
a tree on the porch.
Like when we go on our trips, we very often try to get an ornament from every place that we've gone to. So that's what a lot of our ornaments are. And then otherwise, just some general fun stuff that we enjoy. But
yeah,
my favorite one is there's this. It's kind of this wooden one of Mickey and Minnie kind of dancing together that we got in Iowa when we lived there at this one. It was this little candy shop in the one little section of town, and it would sell like old style candies and a few little things, knickknacks and whatnot. And we found it there, and it's like it was just so perfect for us. And so that is always like front and center, top of the tree every single year now. Ever since.
Yeah, we actually, when we used to put up ornaments, we had our first Christmas together that Marcus and I bought, and that's the front and center ornament for our tree, and it was 2 chipmunks or something like that, and that was a wooden heart kind of thing.
Oh my gosh.
Steve was saying their first tree. It sounds like Mary's, like Holly's story. They bought it in an outlet mall in Virginia. They had to fit it in the neon and drag it for 3 hours home.
Do you see what Caleb said? Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Holly's home
I take an orphaned or troubled Christmas tree.
Justin, you can send your tree to Holly.
Bring Charlie Brown's tree back to life and nurture it.
If my tree needs to go to a good home, we know where to send it.
Yeah.
So I remember our first Christmas tree. Monica and I, we bought this one tree. It was a live tree. Took it back to my like tiny little apartment, and it was one of these things. It's all wrapped up. We get it up, we unwrap it, and it just expands and it expands and it expands, and it turns out to be a much bigger tree than we thought it was going to be. And we we had like 3-4 different kinds of lights on this thing. We would sit there and watch the lights just kind of blinking at us after we had it all up, because it was like almost hypnotic. It was just because we had so many lights on it, because we didn't have any ornaments.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did all lights. Oh. We joked that tree was going to try to take over the world.
Did you guys want to hear about the humbug sign?
Sure.
We do. We absolutely do.
So this is the humbug sign is a Winnipeg tradition, and it was an old co-worker of mine. His father was one who made the sign, and he was actually really big into Christmas. And he made the sign. He actually used to have it on his backyard, and he would put it on his fence. It was a huge sign, massive sign. And he would put it on his fence, and it just said humbug on it. And that was his Christmas sign. And after he retired, he moved into this apartment building, and he moved into the penthouse, and he had a huge balcony, and he would hang the humbug sign on his balcony. And you could see it from driving down one of the main Portage Avenue, which is like the main street in Winnipeg. You could see this sign, and it became a Winnipeg tradition that every year this sign would be there. And nobody really knew who he was. I didn't know until after he passed away. But after he passed away, I found out it was the coworker's father that had this sign. But everyone in the city knows about the sign. It's been there for, 40 years.
Just this giant tradition. Okay.
Yeah, and everybody got a chuckle out of it. Everybody got a chuckle out of it because it's this humbug sign. And so after he passed away, the people that moved in, no one knows who they are. They refuse. They don't want any media attention or anything like that. But they agreed to continue every year to put the humbug sign out. So every year this humbug sign is out. Well, this year they're working on the building, and they got huge plastic sheets on the outside of this building. I think it's like a 30-story building. It's a massive, it's a big.
Okay, it's like a really big apartment building.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and so they have plastic sheets. There was no way for him to put the sign out. So the whole city's disappointed that the sign isn't up there this
Where's
year.
our sign? Where's our humbug sign?
Where's our humbug?
So a local company that makes micro beers or brewery, whatever, they reproduced the sign and they put it on top of their building, and everything was saved because the building was right close. It was on the same street. It was a couple blocks away, and they had it on the roof of their building, and everybody was happy.
Oh.
Until the landlord said, "You can't put a sign like that on your building. You have to take that down." So they took the sign down and put it inside the building. Now the whole city's mad at the landlord, and there's death threats and everything. Like there was like the social media in the city is insane.
I would totally be too. I would be like, okay, we're gonna find out who this landlord is, and we're gonna make sure everyone knows who this person is.
Yeah. So it was on the news that Christmas was saved. The humbug sign is back up. So I guess what ended up happening was the other side of the building, somebody agreed to put the sign on their balcony. It doesn't have the work on, but it's facing the wrong direction, so it doesn't see the main.
Right when I googled it, the first thing that came up says the return of the original sign now means Winnipeg has 2 humbug signs this holiday season.
Yeah.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah. So it's been an ongoing saga that every morning we've been getting the news update on what's happening with the humbug sign for the entire month.
And before we started the live shows, Stan had started telling us this story, and I'm like, I totally want to do this now. I totally want to have a humbug sign.
Well, search Winnipeg humbug, and
it's definitely not.
Yeah, there it is. That's it. Yeah.
That's funny.
See, I don't do anything for Christmas lights outside. So
that would be perfect for you then.
I could just do a big humbug. That would be awesome.
Always remember what Santa always tells his elves: no pain, no candy cane. I liked what Cindy was saying here. Mine are ornaments we've collected over the years. Every year I open them and they're like old friends to me. And that's what it is. That is
absolutely
true.
Well, yeah, and like I said, for us, it's like it's remembering all these old trips that we've taken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, this is a place that we've been. This is for this memory. This is for this. So it's like, it's that part is wonderful.
When we had a tree, the entire tree was Star Wars ornaments, basically. And I've been collecting the Hallmark Star Wars ornaments since day one.
Stan was in charge of the decorations.
I want to get a Death Star for the top, and my wife goes, "Well, why would that's we want to have a star on the top?" I go, "Well, it's the Death Star. It's in the name."
And she anyway, reasonably said, "No."
Actually, we have a Yoda where his lightsaber lights up.
Yes, you compromise and you have no Death Star.
So, but anyways, when you plug the tree in or you turn it on, because these ornaments are all plugged into the lights, they all come on at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just this choir of Star Wars quotes on our tree. And the funny thing is, like my daughter who's moved away mentioned to us that she really, really misses hearing at Christmas time all the Star Wars quotes at the same time, and lasers going, and so she says that's one thing that she wants is all my Star Wars ornaments when I go. So it was funny because she come down and she looked at this wall and she goes, "Dad, you got to get rid of this crap because I'm not dealing with it after you die." And I said, "What are you talking about? You're going to inherit it." And she goes, "I don't want any of this stuff." And then she goes, "Well, I want that one. When I want that one, and and she's pointing, I'll take those."
What's she gonna go stick a piece of tape on the box and put her name on it?
Yeah, she put her name on the bottom.
Wait. You're already planning my demise?
What's happening here?
Well, all the poutine I eat. So Jason
that's
says I love
okay.
those ornaments. Yeah.
Paul has me dying first, and me the first one in a wheelchair. So I'm like, but wait a minute, I'm 4 years younger than you are. I don't know. Every time he tells a story, it's I'm in the wheelchair or I'm dying. So I don't know.
That's lovely.
Merry Christmas.
yeah, Jason, it's like a 12-minute show, but you can't understand a word that's going on because they're all overlapping each other. Oh man, well that was fun. This has been a very fun show. I want to thank everybody. Should I open an egg?
Open an egg.
These things. I got these things I've been opening.
Don't we have to do something else?
Oh crap! Yes. Sorry.
What?
We got to make the draw.
We have our drawing that we haven't done.
We were supposed to do it
2 weeks ago.
Oh my
And we
goodness.
couldn't because we were having trouble with the technology.
Technical difficulties.
We were having technical difficulties, and then the week after we didn't do the show, and that brings us to now. So we are giving away a House of the Future pop-up.
It's like a card. You open it up, and the House of the Future is in 3D, and it doesn't necessarily have to go along with the book, but if you are so inclined to get the book, it's a really good companion for the book, and it is a limited edition. There was what, 500?
500.
500 of that, yeah.
So it could be a collector's item. So
one of 500.
Yep.
I would recommend getting the book.
Yes, I have it, and it's awesome. So
yeah. So shall I click it?
Yes.
Spin it?
Let's go.
All righty. Let's find out who the big winner is. This has been months in the making.
Yes.
Literally.
Who do we have?
Frank Roberto.
Frank Roberto.
All right.
I don't know that Frank is in the chat tonight, but we will get him his book.
Yes, and you know what? He is. I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he's a member of Maniacs as well. So I will. I'll contact
let him know,
him
and we'll figure out how to get him his prize. And thank you to everyone who sent us Friend 5 to enter. And so does Friend 5 still work to get a discount?
I am not 100% sure.
I'm not sure how long that lasted.
Yeah. Jason's saying you read my name wrong.
Wouldn't be the first time.
But anyway, I want to
Jason, Frank. It's so close. Well.
So, anyways, I just want to thank everybody who watched us this past year. This is gonna be our last show of the year, I believe. Right? We're not doing one next week because it's Christmas Day, and then the following one is New Year's Day. But I want to thank everybody who joined us this whole past year, and I want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody in the chat, and to you three in particular for being on our live show with us week in and week out.
We've been doing this for quite a while now.
Yeah, a couple of years now. But so
Merry
anything
Christmas.
else?
I remember the very first show when I was sneaking time away from work to going in and go, "Hi, I'm just joining in briefly. I have to go."
That's right. So, anyways, Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll see you all in 2024.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.